Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Julia and I am a third year medical student. It has been a while since I checked in with you guys and dropped a video, so thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me and being patient, because boy, let me tell you, third year is busy. It has been a long 6 weeks on OBGYN, and you know, my last video was about the GYN portion of OBGYN. So this video is geared toward the OB part of my experience on this rotation. So let me show you guys what I was doing. So I mentioned this in the last OBGYN video, but I'll repeat it again because it is important. But OBGYN is an exhausting rotation. The hours are long, so I was there from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. I also had to do overnight shifts and day calls on the weekend, so it is a very tiring rotation off of the fact alone that you have to be there a lot of time. Hey guys, so it is a Saturday morning about 10 a.m. I was here at 7 a.m. and I'll be here until 7 p.m. because I am on call today. So when we're on call as medical students, basically we're here. Like, we have to be here for that shift, for that call shift. I snuck away. I'm eating breakfast right now in the cafeteria, and then it's a pretty slow day. There's no patients on service right now, so I'll just probably be hanging out for 12 hours doing nothing. So what a typical day would be like on OB would be to wake up at 5 a.m., you know, get dressed, walk over to the school, and then you have to be changed into hospital scrubs and report at 6 a.m. because the night shift is turning over the patients to the day shift. So it's called turnover, and 6 a.m. is when turnover happens. So we had to be there for 6 a.m. to hear about the patients that we're going to be working with throughout the day. So when you come onto the labor and delivery floor at 6 a.m., you go and you look at the board. So there's this big screen TV right on the wall on the labor and delivery floor, and it tells you all of the patients that are currently present on the labor and delivery floor. So I wanted to show you guys an example of the board. So this was one day I came on to labor and delivery, and you could see that we had quite a few patients present there that day.
Just delivered my first baby. You can hear it. This was the placenta. So cool.
So on OBGYN, which could be pretty like high risk, right? Like, these are pregnant women and babies. These are very vulnerable populations. As a third year medical student, it can often feel like there isn't as much for you to do. But one of our responsibilities and roles that we were able to frequently do was the delivery of a placenta after a birth. So as you may know, during pregnancy, a woman's body creates a placenta to supply the fetus with blood and nutrients. So once the baby is delivered, that placenta, that huge organ, has to be delivered after. Baby comes out, the umbilical cord is clamped and cut, and then a medical student can deliver the rest of the placenta. So that often entailed pulling on the cord and basically like guiding the placenta out of the vagina, or it could just deliver itself spontaneously. But either way, once it comes out, it's a lot of blood and fluid, and you kind of have to like make sure it comes out in one piece without rupturing the membranes. And then you put it in this bucket and you kind of like make sure it's all there. So it's pretty cool, and you feel like you're contributing and doing something super important. So I'll show you guys a few pictures of some placentas that I delivered during OB.
We're doing an impromptu teaching session, guys.
Administer tacolytics, so like.
Administer who?
Tacolytics. Tacolytics.
Tacos?
Tacos.
Tacos! It's Taco Tuesday! So we're gonna play What's Your Favorite and Worst Part of OB-GYN, guys?
For me, my favorite part of GYN it was basically the surgeries that we got to see. We got to scrub in a lot on hysterectomies.
A lot of hysterectomies.
What about you, Sayla?
My favorite part was
It's the squad, guys. This is the OB squad.
the part where we got to the hole.
When the day ended.
No, seriously, the hours are so bad on OB-GYN, you guys. Like, so bad.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
We're in at 4 a.m. We're leaving at 8 p.m.
He's exaggerating.
So another aspect of the obstetrics portion of OBGYN is C-sections. So C-sections are an alternative form of delivery than vaginal that are indicated for a variety of different reasons. But I had never seen a C-section before my OBGYN rotation. And y'all, they are invasive. My naive prior to medical school mind was just like, oh yeah, they make a cut on the belly and then pop the baby out and then sew it up. And while that may be the foundation of what's happening, no. It is a lot more involved and it is a lot more gruesome than I would have ever imagined it would be. And I know in this day and age, we're seeing a lot more C-sections as medicine advances and, as we as a population even become a lot more afflicted with different health conditions. But me personally, I'm gonna have to pop my babies out through my vagina because it was a lot. It was just so much more involved than I thought. Yes, they make the cut on the abdomen, then cut open the uterus, push the baby out, get the baby out, and then they actually take the uterus and bring it outside of the body. So the uterus is outside of the body on top of the abdomen, and they stitch it up and check it and everything, and then push it back in and sew up the stomach. They're just a lot, and I see why there might be a lot of complications associated with them, but obviously women should do what's in the best interest of their health and the health of their baby. So here are just a few pictures I took in the OR. You can see that there are a lot of hands involved, and at any given time there's a lot of blood being lost, so somebody has to be there to suction out the blood. Peds has to be there to grab the baby and take the baby and do all the ped stuff. Anesthesia has to be there to continuously give the patient the drugs and the anesthesia that they need to not feel what's going on. And it's just a lot of people in the room at one time. A lot of hands in the body. But regardless of all of that, the surgical aspect of it was pretty dope. So now that my OBGYN rotation has concluded, there were definitely a lot of pros and cons, just a few being the pros of getting to be there when babies are born and being a part of that experience for your patients is second to none. In addition to the versatility of being in the OR, not being in the OR, and being able to have the skills to do both, super cool. And then cons like lifestyle and hours and these call shifts and long days. So there were definitely a lot of things to weigh on both sides. What I will say is that coming into third year, OBGYN was not on my radar at all whatsoever. And now it is. So I have some big ideas about how I'm going to reveal my specialty of choice next year after I finish third year and everything. So I'm not going to give too much away in these videos, but I'll tell you guys enough so you could sense, how my experience is going. But definitely going to think of some creative ways to reveal my specialty next year because I'm not sure where I'm going to end up at this point. So that wraps up OBGYN, guys. It was super dope, super cool. I'm so glad it's over though. I'm ready to see something new. So on Monday, I start surgery, which is gonna be super cool because I'll be able to show you guys a lot more like pictures and videos from surgeries and stuff like that. So I'm really hyped for the next video, which will be all surgery. And I'm also gonna be going to a new hospital. So kind of just ready to see something new and explore new horizons. So as always, be sure to like this video and subscribe if you are not subscribed. Leave me a comment if you have any questions or concerns. I'm going to be working this weekend to get through all of my comments because I do try to get to everyone and I've been behind. So love you guys so much. Be safe, be well, wear your masks, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.